Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's going to be a couple of minutes, I guess. Wait for a few more people to get into the room. I hope you can hear me all right. I hope the video quality is okay. Dazed and Confused, hello. John Wright, hello. Hey, Felonius, how you doing? I'm just waiting a couple of moments. Get a few people in the room. Thank you, Felonius. That's the theme I want to talk about today, freedom. I'm actually kind of, I don't know, melancholy. I'm not depressed or anything, but I'm just looking at the news and I almost feel like Marxism is winning. Did you hear the news tonight? Black man was just shot. It's obvious he was drunk. It's obvious he's beaten up on the cops. It's obvious that he stole the cop's taser. It's obvious that he turned around and fired the taser at police officers. And it's obvious that he would have probably done them bodily harm if the taser struck the police officer, meaning he would have probably done the police officer bodily harm. Police officer shot him. It's crazy out there, and immediately, without even, this is what bothers me, I guess, without even a moment, not a second of inventory, not a second of research, left-wing media and the left-wing lawyers are out there saying how illegal this was. And now we got a new riot in Atlanta, and they're burning down property. They burnt down a Wendy's so far because it's Wendy's fault, you see. Anyway, I appreciate it. If you give me a thumbs up, I really leave a comment. But it's crazy, and I think the Marxist, and the left-wing kooks, they have the upper hand. They got the majority of the media outlets speaking on their behalf. I mean, the only thing we have is Fox News and maybe AM radio. They control every other radio channel. They control every other television channel. I should have said radio station. And they control every television channel other than Fox. They control every late night talk show. They are spoken for by the Academy Awards and every award ceremony that's on television. every newspaper, every magazine is spoken on their behalf. All the schools, all the colleges on their behalf. And I just feel, it's like two unmovable objects. Two unmovable objects. You got conservatism on one side and you got Marxist on the other side. Neither of them will budge. How do you think it's going to end? There's only one way. I'm not going to utter the word on this channel. There's only one way this is going to end, and it's going to get worse before it will end, and it will end. Which side the government will be on, I don't know. Which side the military will be on, I can't answer that either. But I can tell you the battle lines have been drawn, and now we just wait. I advise everybody. I mean, I am not just, I don't romanticize about going to war. I don't. I'm not one of those, oh, I can take them on. No, probably not. Probably you can't take on the military and you can't take on a SWAT team. But what you can do right now is probably start prepping for food. You thought the pandemic, this COVID was bad when you couldn't get your toilet paper? You ain't seen nothing yet. Depending on where you live, I recommend you stock up on some serious food, because that grocery store you go to once or twice a week might not be there next week. Stock up on food, stock up on first aid, whatever you can. Ointments, hygiene products, guns and ammo. Go out and practice how to use them. Teach your family how to use them. And this is not to romanticize or fantasize about war. This is about protecting your home. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. When there are no more Wendy's and when there are no more Walmarts to ransack, they will be coming for the suburbs. Imagine that. Large crowd that we see on television. Imagine that. 2,000 to 3,000 folks running. I should call them folks, thugs, running into a suburb with 100 homes. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of where and when. It will happen. My only hope is where you're living at, it's not illegal to own a gun. And that's why it's important that everybody learns to shoot. Because when 20 people bust in your house at the same time, one person by himself, even with a freaking AR, is not going to be able to fend them all off. I know this sounds pretty science fiction, pretty left-wing Looney Tune, right? Conspiracy theory. Take a look at the televisions right now. Mobs, it looks like a zombie movie out there. When you look at the television, just thousands of people, thousands of zombies. I need to burn something down, destroy. They're coming for the suburbs next once there's nothing else to destroy. And it'll be the white suburbs where the money is. John Wright, hello. Felonious Bitcoin, hello. I am Negan, Lockport, New York. East Aurora, the Buffalo area, my friend. Those were the last years I lived in New York. Born in Brooklyn, raised in the Bronx. But Lockport is, I think it's right by East Aurora, give or take an hour. Big Sandy in the house, Sandy, Texas, Felonious. Mission Impossible. Hello, General South. Hello from Orlando. General South, I enjoy going to Orlando. You know that? And I'm guilty of enjoying going to some of the amusement parks out there. I really am. I'm a kid at heart. The Jackie Bear, Fort Worth. Thank you so much for being here. Rock and Rod, you look serious. I am serious. You know, there's some shit going on. It really is. Not to beat you up, but you look at the news and it's just, I mean, those officers were in the right. Immediately, they're calling for, not a research, not a moment of research, not a moment of looking at video or cop dash cams or body cams. The mayor immediately wants him fired. Just fire him. Just fire. I don't need to know the truth. I want him fired. It'll make me look good on television. Just fire him. Brent Brumley, ABC, thank you so much. We need another Black Swan, Fed too powerful. Ping Pong 4981, Minnesota here. Thank you so much for being here. And Daryl Woodward, hello everyone from down under. We need millions of idiots to die. Let's make room for more sensible people. Mr. Gas, payback is a bitch. Dennis DeMenace, you just don't expect to live when you assault a cop. I guess they want to make everything legal. Anything goes, unless you're a conservative. Then we need to book you and send you to jail. Yeah, if he incapacitated the officer with the taser, he could have then grabbed the officer's firearm and shot him to death. Exactly right, General South. So what is the officer to do? San Diego in the house, Mr. Olfang. I enjoy going to San Diego as well. Dazed and Confused Stacker, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Some 240 American corporations are in supporting Antifa. Yeah, we need to get a list out, a list of all the corporations. Unfortunately, probably after we expire the list, after we go through the list, we couldn't even buy a freaking can of corn. We're screwed anyway we go. You know what I'm saying? So, and then all the news television channels like AMC, shutting down all these television shows, like even cartoons, Paw Patrol. It's getting ridiculous out there. Soyams, I stand with Trump and with Israel. Thank you so much, Soyams. Adrian Branham in the house. Paul Jones, Civil War II. It's coming. It is freaking coming, folks. There's just no other way. Edgewater Heating, good evening. Thomas Smith, I can tell you one thing. Southern boys are getting very, very angry. If this continues, we might see a race war. And you know what's funny? Speaking of race, it's not the Black communities who are edging a race war. It's television news media outlets. It's the politicians. They are the ones pushing for this race war. So if there's any African American Black folks watching me, this channel ain't against you. I have no problem with Black people. I have some very good friends. I work with some people. Very good people. So this channel, I don't know. We're not the ones. We're not the ones trying to start a race war. Oh, Lord. Pete Hansen, goodbye, freedom. It was good while it lasted. Long live and prosper. Oatmeal and honey, keep your bell from going hungry. Control and power, Rolf Steiner. Hey, they say the U.S. Constitution is written by slave owners. Okay. So it's racist to have, it has to be rewritten too. Yeah. Down south, we call that a turkey shoot. Shotgun ready, ABC. Thomas Smith, Pete Hansen. Who else? Cobra 7, hello from France. Thank you for being here. Antiva said they're going to Santee, California, Hells Angels, and no. Who else is here? Explosives and traps. Mark the Narc, what's up? Nothing much. I don't care what color the girl is, as long as she helps me breed a superior race. Felonious Bitcoin. Again, this is not. It's not white people that are the enemy. It's news media outlets right now. They are freaking biting at the bits, trying to stir up the pot, and all the activists that they consistently and continually invite on their shows. They take no moment to do news research before they report the news. That's a true fact. True fact. No time to research the event before reporting it and giving their opinion. Dan M in the house. Robin Stable. Good to see you, buddy. Glad to see you're doing a live video. Thank you so much, Robin. Dan M, thank you. PAEMT. Anyone part of the Patriot crew headed to Resolve Seattle? I'd like to donate a case of freedom seeds. It's funny, you know. First thing they do, you know, they bitch about walls along our border. They bitch about ID voting, you know, needing ID for voting. They bitch about police. And what are the three things they do when they got there, that Seattle 6-block radius? They set up a wall, implement police guards at the entrances to check IDs. Amazing. Mark the Narc, thank you so much again. Witness, they must keep us divided. That's true. Tal Reeves, how good is 2.5 ounces of silver? Hey, it's better than no silver. But Tal, next month you'll have 3.5, right? Right, my friend? You're going to get some of this, my friend? 3.5 next month. Every month you buy another one. And if you can afford to buy 2 of them next month, you buy 2 of them. You get what you can get. We're all driving that on the freeway, trying to accumulate this. Some of us can drive faster. Some of us can only drive the speed limit. My metaphor, stack at your own pace. Love junk silver. Love junk silver. Mercury dimes is nice. Yeah, anything with silver is great. Oasis, Hunyon. How much Digibyte I need to become a millionaire, and how long I have to wait? I'd say at a minimum, 100,000 Digibyte. I'm not even near that goal yet. I'm thinking 2 years. That's my prediction. 2 more years. But that doesn't mean you're not going to make some money along those 2 years. For example, Digibyte 4 months ago was down to 13 cents. Yesterday, it was up to 22. No, I need to correct myself. I keep doing that. I keep missing the decimal. 4 months ago, it was down to 1.3 cents. 1.3 cents. Yesterday, it was up to 2.2 cents. I'm sorry. But as the months progress, it'll be higher and higher and higher. So you're not going to have to wait 2 years to see some kind of reward, is what I'm trying to say. I'm a little tired. I've been laying tile this morning. this afternoon. G Majors, thank you again. And OS Humyun, thank you so much for being here. Stephen Conway, it's Theta time. Yeah, I'm not even, yeah, tell me about it. Theta and Digibyte, my two favorites. Pete Hansa, cashier, put a mercury dime in my hand the other day. I about shit. Good for you. Josh Westberg just picked up 10 ounces of maple leaf. It's a beautiful coin. And what I like about the maple leaf, quite a few variations. Different queens. I mean, it's the same queen, just that it looks a little bit different. Some of them is what I'm saying. I love it. I love it. Mia Paula, have you seen already the second rise of COVID? Yes, of course. Yes, be afraid, everybody. Yes, it's COVID 2.0. Yes. There is a rise of coronavirus infections being found because there's an increase of testing. When you look more for something, when more people look for something, the more you're going to find something. However, hospitals are not reporting a higher occupancy, and the death rate, those are two factors that we should be looking at, has not increased. The news is using the increase of testing to scare people. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. Where do I buy Theta? Well, you can buy it on, my brain is shut down. Hey, shoot me an email. I promise to respond to where my brain is functioning a little bit better. And I bet you there's a few people right now that are going to respond for me on my behalf. Starting to save up for some silver again. Nicholas DiCarlo, Eddie D, guys, I'm muted. Hello? It's not me. Everybody needs to be scared. That's right. Because you need to be scared and you're racist. You're scared racist is what you are. I love this new cult. It's like a religion. It's like zombies. You see these people in mass and taking a knee. I apologize. The people who owned slaves were forefathers of many of the politicians in office right now. We did not exist back then. We should not have to pay for a crime that somebody else committed. They won't tell you that the Africans sold their own people into slavery. And the Democrats were comprised of the largest individuals in the United States to own slaves in the South. The South was Democrats. They won't tell you that. We did not go there and just start collecting Africans and bringing them back. No. Africans sold their own into slavery. That is the truth. I appreciate it. If you like, I already said this. If you like this live stream, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you don't like it, I'm serious. Give me a thumbs down so I can see the barometer, see what's going on in the community here in my room. Understand you folks better. It's anonymous. It's anonymous. I don't know who gives me a thumbs up or thumbs down. If you think it's bad now, it will only get worse. Absolutely, Jason Mraz. Thank you so much. I said that earlier. It will get worse. Binance is freaking easy to use, dude. Patriot Stacker, come on. Binance is easy to use. Though I don't want to argue with you. If you find something difficult, who am I to say? But I tried some of the others. They're freaking difficult. Even Coinbase Pro, I found to be difficult. My dad said that, Jason Morantz, back in the mid-'70s when he was still alive. He used to take me on a walk every day to Yankee Stadium from the Bronx. I used to live in the Bronx. And he would take me to Yankee Stadium, the original Yankee Stadium. He would take me across the street from Yankee Stadium and buy me models. You can't see them up there, but they're the old Aurora models. Frankenstein, all the Universal monsters. And then he would walk me across the street into Yankee Stadium every Sunday. And back then, they would allow you to enter for free and watch them practice. True story. And he told me something one day. He said, overtaxed taxpayer, because that's what's on my birth certificate. If they can charge you for air, they would. I kid you not. He uttered those exact words. Mian Zhang, how it was even a crime before a law was written. Good point. Good point. Let's face it. I got to admit, any person, no matter the color, enslaved is a bad thing. That's horrific. No doubt about it. But this generation is not guilty of it. And we shouldn't have to pay reparations. We shouldn't have to take a knee. We are not guilty of it. Yes, there are a few bad apples wherever you look. But society as a whole, no. That's kind of like your dad's dad. That would be your grandfather committing a crime. He passes away and they come for you. Hey, your grandfather robbed a bank. We need to arrest you. Does that make any sense? No. Thank you, Rock and Rod. That's a great compliment. Sometimes, those compliments work on me because I feel very awkward in front of a camera, and those encourage me to move on. Yeah, Stephen Conway, I need to learn how to do that Theta edge node, but I'm still need to up my Theta before I'm able to do it, if you know what I mean. I think you have to have a certain amount. Patriot Stacker, thank you so much. Felonious, military tactics, divide and conquer, and yeah, and demonize. That's the third one. Let's not forget that. The Bronx Launch, I'm about half an hour from Yankee Stadium. So, all right, Jan Naval, 1655. Google this, 1616 Walton Avenue. That's where I used to live in the Bronx, right between Jerome and the Grand Concourse. My dad would walk me every Sunday from that address over to Yankee Stadium. Good to have you in the house. Anybody in New York is a brother of mine. I love I love New York. I'll never move back there, but I love New York. Thank you. What's up, 52? I hope your dad has a good journey in stacking silver. Dennis BTV. Like the gold coins, man. Yes, awesome. Professional moneymaker. If you're looking to invest, mine your Bitcoin. You don't know how. Check out my latest video. Remove. I don't appreciate people. It's very you got to respect people. You don't go into their house and advertise. You know what I mean? It's cold-blooded. If I know you, I like you, I'll shout you out. You don't need to do that. Thanks for the Digibyte tips. Some good gains so far. You're welcome. My pleasure, Daniel. Tail 7, hey, Overtax. I've been buying Digibyte thanks to your recommendation in 2018. Are you into any other cryptos? Yes. Theta, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. See. Juice, what is that? Thank you, professional moneymaker. I appreciate your I appreciate you owning up to that. Anyway, it's 31 minutes. I wanted to make this a quickie. It's been a hard day looking at that news, and I really, going back to the beginning of this video before I leave, please start prepping. Get some food in the house. Get about 3-4 months worth of food. Get some toilet paper. Start prepping for things that you might need, because those locations might not be there. Not that I give a rat's ass, but Starbucks just announced they're closing 400. This is just an example. 400 stores in the United States, 200 in Canada. They're expecting this to get worse. And Starbucks is just the beginning. Again, I can care less about that left-wing company. You're going to start to hear this more and more. There's going to be less and less stores for you to shop at. So please get it while it's good. I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not trying to make a buck off of you. Get out and get some food. Get some hygiene products. Soaps. Toothpaste. Lots of tubes of toothpaste. Lots of bars of soap. You name it. Anything that you're using now, multiply it by 10 and get it on your shelves. Okay? Get some ammo. If you don't have a gun, my recommendation is to buy yourself a first firearm. I'm not kidding. Anyway, I gotta run. I'll try to upload a legitimate video tomorrow. Thank you for your time, and have a good evening.